And welcome to On the Record, an AFL interview. I'm Tim Capper from arenafootball.com. Today we have a great interview with Baltimore Brigade head coach Omarr Smith. He is a Hall of Famer, class of 2014. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Why did you choose football as a career? What attracted you to the sport?
At an extremely early age, I watched the Chicago Bears play, and I was fascinated with football, the competition of it, the contact of it, and the fact that it took a whole lot from everyone to be a successful team. And when I was a young kid, I gravitated towards football at an early age, watching the Chicago Bears.
Okay. Obviously, the goal for every football player is to make it into the pros. When it came to joining the Arena Football League at the start of your career, what were your first impressions on the league itself?
I was just glad I had an opportunity to play football out after college. That was my mindset, and the fact that I was able to make some money and continue to play football, I was thrilled. Mm-hmm. I never looked at how long my career would be. I just focused on the moment and was appreciative that I had an opportunity to play football.
Now, for those who don't know, you are a 7-time Arena Bowl champion, 4 as a player, 3 as a coach. Out of all those championships, Coach, did any of them stand out to you the most?
They're all extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to have great memories with great players and coaches and fans along the way, it's hard to win a championship. Mm-hmm. So I never take any of them for granted, even though I have quite a bit. I don't take any of them for granted.
Right.
They all mean the world to me, and that's mainly why, because I can reflect on the memories I had at that point in time, winning, which are invaluable.
Now, for those, as I mentioned before, you are an Arena Football League Hall of Famer. Coach, you are actually a member of an extraordinary group of players and coaches. Out of all of them, which current member, or possibly a future member that you've played with and is not in the Arena Football League Hall of Fame, do you look up to the most?
Cleveland Thomas, hands down.
Good choice.
He's a great man, great player. He's an inspiration.
Now, for the first time, you are going to be a head coach of an expansion team, basically putting the team together from scratch. How has this experience actually differed from the other coaching positions that you've held in your coaching career in the AFL?
Well, you mentioned it there. You're building a team from scratch. Mm-hmm. There's nothing in place. You're building a roster, building a foundation, building a staff, support system from absolutely nothing. So that's a very daunting challenge, but it's an excitable one because, you have your vision of what you want to make happen, mm-hmm. and you have the opportunity to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. Is there any challenges that maybe the fan doesn't know about, or is it just trying to keep it?
There's a lot of challenges. There's a whole lot of challenges that fans don't know about. Mm-hmm. Trying to build a team from scratch and trying to catch up trying to catch up with teams that are already established, that already have a foundation, that have groundwork, that have been successful. That's extremely challenging, and doing it in a small amount of time makes it even more difficult.
How did it differ from you being a rookie head coach last year with the LA Kiss?
There was a roster in place. There was practice facilities in place. There was a front staff in place. Everything was already in place. So it's basically moving into a house that's already at home there, or building a home from an empty lot and building it and putting furniture in and putting drywall, compared to walking into a house and you're just decorating it.
Okay. Now, Coach, you have been a part of one of the most historic and exciting rivalries in the Arena Football League history. For those who don't know, San Jose and Arizona. How can you try to carry over for the Baltimore Brigade franchise their new rivalry with the Washington Valor?
There is no carryover. This is something that's completely new. The Arizona and San Jose rivalry, years and years in the making. To try to say that we're trying to carry that over would be disrespectful to those two organizations. This is something that's completely different. Mm-hmm. The Washington Valor have not played a game yet. The Baltimore Brigade haven't played a game yet. But we will build a great rivalry. That's something we will do, but it will be its own entity.
Right. Okay. Now, if anybody who didn't watch the transaction wire, we did see that you have picked up probably one of the most exciting players in Arena Football League history in being able to pick up Reggie Gray. What was?
I hope nobody saw that.
No,
I hope nobody saw that on transactions.
No.
You try to slide that through.
For those in the Baltimore and Washington markets who doesn't know who Reggie Gray is, give us a quick synopsis of what they're going to expect from him once they see him at your opener.
Well, he's a dynamic player. He's one of the best receivers this league has ever seen. All you have to do is go Google Reggie Gray, and his accolades pop up. Mm-hmm. He's dynamic. He's a great person and a phenomenal player, and hopefully he can do some great things here in Baltimore.
Now, speaking of Baltimore and the new Baltimore market, and as we mentioned before, your new identity, the Baltimore Brigade. What's it been like so far working for Monumental and for Ted Leonsis?
Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Their vision, their resources, their commitment to the AFL, I think it's one of a kind. It's unprecedented, especially for them to have the foresight to have two new teams in the same area at the same time. It's nothing like it in professional sports. So it's a very unique opportunity. I'm overjoyed with the opportunity to be a part of it.
Now, of anything that is, obviously you have a lot more to go when it comes to building your team. What's one of the most important pieces, whether it be player or whatever it be, that you feel that you need to put into place to make this team your team completely?
Well, there's a lot of important pieces, but when I would say athletic trainer, you got small rosters, playing a lot of games on this turf and on the hidden walls, being able to keep guys healthy or get guys healthy that get banged up is extremely important because of the roster size. So I would say one of the more important pieces is athletic trainer.
I did not expect you to say that.
And strength and conditioning coach.
Okay. Did not expect you to say that. Well, Coach, we want to thank you for giving us some time out of your busy schedule. For those of you who don't know, Baltimore does open up Friday, April 7th. They play at the also expansion Washington Valor. The game's going to be at 7 p.m. Your home opener is going to be on May 7th at 1 p.m. Versus the Tampa Bay Storm. Coach, we want to thank you again, and we wish you all the luck this season.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it.